Hey everybody, it's time for another episode of Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. Today, I saw somebody make a comment in global chat about how people playing Ythan in Meltdown is like a guaranteed win. I do like Ythan, and he is definitely a powerful opponent. I've actually been losing to him a lot lately, so I figured let's see whether or not that holds out. I haven't played Ythan in a while. At least on this channel. So let's see what happens. With Ythan, you want weapons and you want allies. So let's load up on those. Sacred Firewalker would be great also. Thick Hide, sure. Infinity Core, that's great. Xantanite. We had our card draw with Tome of Knowledge, so that's great. Rejuvenating Ritual. Blackened Heart means we can't activate it on our own allies. We won't be able to activate our own power on our own allies, so let's not use that. Hunter's Gambit is great. Pack an extra for card draw. Glimmer of Hope for card draw. So these look pretty good. Eleanor, let's take also. Anybody else? Alert Enable. Okay, I think that'll be okay. 35 cards. We have card draw. Let's see what happens. Alright, waiting for an opponent. If this takes long, I'll just go and edit it. But in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. We do an episode every Monday morning, which is what you're seeing right now. Alright, we're back. We are playing a Bloodfang with a full deck, so I think we'll be okay. I have lost to a Bloodfang before, and it was a pretty sad loss. So let's try not to embarrass ourselves too much here. I'm still getting that stupid bug where the cards aren't loading very well, and I am not a fan of that. We'll see whether or not we get that today. I'm not going to play Infinity Core early on, as you've seen me do before. I don't want it to get destroyed before we even get to use it, so we're going to save that for later. Our next card will probably be Bloodstained Marauder. Sorry, I'm battling a little bit of a cold, so I have a sore and scratchy throat right now. I apologize about that. Let's see, what do we want to get rid of? Let's lose Templar Champion. Sure. Okay. Not a huge fan of having to do that, but I think on the next card we'll probably use Now You're Mine. Save our Shadow ability for later, for the turn after that. I like Frosted Oregon a lot. With Ythan's power, we can go and freeze 2 allies using that card. So let's look at Bloodfang again. Bloodfang is one of those 5. His ability costs 5 to activate. Oop. Jasmine Rose Cult. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go, unless what the next, ooh, that next card is really good also. Alright, I'm just gonna get, well, Alright. We'll get rid of Now You're Mine. Use our Shadow ability now on Bloodstained Marauder. We will probably end up using Consuming Fear on the next turn. Unless an ally that he puts down costs only, or has only 3 health, at which point we can use Berserker's Edge and then Bloodstained Marauder. If he doesn't put down an ally at all, then Frosted Oregon goes down. Disciple of Aldmore. That's okay. Alright. Consuming Fear. Man, 2 of those. Those are really good cards. Alright. So he can now summon You can use his ability and summon an Wolven ally at no cost with +1 attack and +1 health. If he were to do that, we may have to use Consuming Fear, or, I mean, Frosted Oregon would be the one to use. Loom of Fate, he needs card draw, and now we're going to get card draw if he goes and uses that. That's great. I never really use Loom of Fate myself. Undying Bond, no reason to use that right now for him since he only had one ally in there, but there you go. Ooh. Alright, I don't know if my opponent is particularly powerful here or particularly smart, so I feel kind of bad about this, but we're not very competent with Ythan just yet. We don't have a lot of experience with him, so I'll take what I can get. But yes, for now, we're doing good with Ythan. So I will probably use this card, Pack an Extra, so that we load up on durability, which is great for Berserker's Edge, because that just makes him even more powerful. And we'll get some card draw, obviously. He has Jasmine, yep. And will he just draw a card? No, Alert Enable. Well, Alert Enable, we have Ambush. So that's not going to do him any good. We'll have to use our Shadow ability. But that's okay. So, alright, we'll get rid of Xantanite. Use our Shadow ability here. And now... Yep. Sorry, Alert Enable. I like Alert Enable a lot. But that's just not going to do it for this round. Alright. We're in a really good spot here. Unless he has a card that can... We'll save it for later. Unless he has a Tidal Wave or Supernova. But... can we actually finish this game on the next turn? We might be able to. Mimic? I don't know what Mimic card he can use. Alert Enable, I think, is the only card that he can use that on. Yeah, that's the only one. Well, that's pretty useless. Really? Just to draw the card? He could have used... Alright. I won't belabor the point too much. Well, there you go. So, let's finish this up. I think, is the game over? The game is over. Alright, well, that was, is that the quickest game that we've ever played on here? Not particularly exciting, sorry about that, but they might be onto something when they say that Ythan is very, very powerful in Meltdown. Maybe we'll try it again next round, we'll see, next week. Anyway, thanks for playing, we'll see you next week. Did they even cause me any damage? 1, I don't even... 2 damage, I don't even... Oh, that was when, was it Disciple of Aldmore attacked us. Alright, well, that was a fun-ish game. Sorry about that, guys. I think we lost last round, so this is fine for me. We'll see you next week. Bye.